Hey, good morning, everybody. Okay, so I wanted to do this video because I felt like it would help out a lot of people. This might be helpful for those of you who are in a financial bind or financial struggling. I think, which is a lot of people. I don't care if you're married, single, whatnot. If you're single, you're single parents, they have to spend out more, especially if you have kids. So here are a couple of different ideas for you because I know that with this economy and especially being a mother now, I have a lot of expenses that I didn't used to have. So here are some ideas, and you can take them with you if you want to. Um, I just started thinking about this recently because I knew that, ideally as a mother, and now that inflation is still at its highest peak right now, really, realistically, and then when you think about other things, health insurance and other expenses, you're just like, wow, okay. So, what I normally do a lot with my son, because my son is into trucks, he's into cars, he's into a whole hell of a lot of things. So, um, normally I take him out to like Walmart, Ross's, Ross Dress for Less. I even noticed that the Dollar Tree, they have a lot of toy trucks. And so, because my son is into those cars and things like that. So that's one way of saving some money. I know, like, I, with Sam's, they have a membership club where you can go and, buy in bulk, and that helps a lot, especially with inflation right now. I used to shop. I still shop at Walmart, but Walmart, the prices now are just not as. Everybody believes that Walmart has the lowest prices with food and all that, but when I'm looking at what I buy every single month, it all adds up. Okay. And then I started going and I'm like doing my research and I'm seeing like Costco deals and people who shop at Whole Foods. Whole Foods store markets, they praise their prices. People want healthier foods, but like in the town that I live in, they don't have organic. I mean, they have organic foods, but they don't have like a whole food store. And like I used to go with my friend to go to Whole Foods, and they used to have like all the healthier food options compared to Walmart. Okay, but the thing about it is this: ideally, for depending upon, of course, your household size, you may end up spending more or less. Of course, if your family size is like, I saw on YouTube, they have families the size of 10 and 11, like 10, 11, 12 people in the household, you're ending up spending more money, of course, because there's more people in the household. When you have lesser people in a household, you're spending, lesser. But ideally, with inflation right now, I mean, and I think a lot of the times people are more worried about like what they're saving and what they're putting in their savings account. Here are a couple of different options for people because I know with my banking system that I use, um, I used to put money in there to save, but now I went ahead and put money aside to for PayPal, and I put money in my savings account with that, putting it away. Also, there's a lot of different other payment systems now. They have Venmo, and some people use Stripe. I don't really use Stripe that much. I know that with social media being as a lot of people have been doing side hustles and things like that. That's a great way. I mean, like I've thought about doing Uber driving and getting money that way. But I've had friends in my past that would use Uber, and they would I would take, taxi cab rides here and there from people and stuff like that. But overall, you would want to see that, you want to write down exactly how much you're making, what your income is coming in, and how much you are spending. Because I know a lot of the time we get us into a financial bind because we don't really, ideally, a lot of people don't go and want to make a budget because they feel the fear. For me, I know I have the fear of looking at my bank account because I'm scared that, it may show up something that, I may end up having to, deal with later on. And we all worry about our finances, and I wouldn't expect for anybody to think any differently. Even me being a Christian person, that don't mean that I don't worry about my bills. I think that everybody does that. And so just keeping a record, I think I'm a little bit more like aware of what I need to do about my financial situation because I actually spoke to someone or recently about this. So I feel like I'm in a better spot, and I highly recommend this company because they really, he took the time out to really explaining to me about my financial situation. So really, I know a lot of people don't take financial classes. They don't really ideally know what to do about their finances, but it is important to have an idea because, like, especially if you're going out and adulting really shouldn't suck. But honestly, it does. For me, I've had to do a lot as being a parent. So yeah, there is this counseling, I mean coaching sessions where this it's called 3 Point Counseling. That's what the name of the company is. 3 Point Counseling and coaching. And what they do is he really coaches people with, he basically writes down notes, and he writes down exactly what you're spending on, how much, money are you spending on credit cards, how much you are making, your credit cards, your student loans, those type of things. And he really answers your questions. If he doesn't know what the answer is, he really is honest about that. He directs you to a resource, and that's what he did for me. So I highly recommend that you guys take a look at this. It's like I did a free coaching session with him. I did a couple of them, and he always told me if I had more questions to come back and ask him, or ask somebody else who actually does this. So it's a really great way to really, like I said, having a better idea of what your finances look like, because it's really important, especially if you're in a situation where you're like, you're having to buy a new car, or if you have to go and move out and you don't know where your expenses are coming out, and or you have poor credit and you don't know what to do about that. So yeah, those are a couple of different ideas that I have for you as far as saving and spending money, which is the topic of what I decided to really speak about. But it really helps if you use the resources, because a lot of the times we may not know something, and then, like, normally when I don't know something, I go back and I look at it online and see, is this something that I really can use towards my financial situation, because we all, we may end up in a situation that we can help somebody else. This is another link I'm gonna put down in the description down below, because I just saw it. It's called Financial Planning Mastermind, and I think you can sign up. You can look at the link, and you can tell me what you guys think about it. It looks like it says spend 30 minutes Tuesday, February 20th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's basically explaining what you desire about your financial situation. And just goes into depth about if you have a business model and things like that. But yeah, I'm gonna add that on here, and I'm gonna register myself too because I just saw this online. But yeah, I feel like if you're not really for sure about where you planning on doing with your financial situation, it's always good to have some kind of plan, because I think a lot of the time we don't have plans for what we want to do. And when we end up there, it's like we don't know how to deal with it. So, you know, take that in mind and really, really think about your financial situation. Because I think that's really important that a lot of people don't take their they they just don't understand where they want to be um in a financial situation. But anyways, I hope that you guys have a great day. Yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys a couple of different tips that I had for you guys about this, and hopefully it addresses all the questions that you guys may have had. Yeah, because it can really do a lot more good in your life if you're able to. Oh yeah, and I also have a link that I want to share with you guys about the Dave Ramsey. uh this is a great way of having to I don't think I'm gonna be able to put that link down there. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until then, have a good one.